Hello and welcome to today's video. This time we're going to be going through a selection of stock from my friend Dorset Bob. Now, Dorset Bob is famous for having books in very high grade, and he's been generous enough to give me some of his doubles that I can pass on to you. So hopefully you'll find something that you want. So sit back, relax, and let's get to it. Okay then, so we're going to go in reverse order. Now, predominantly I've made a point of bringing back lots of pan stock. So on my last sales video, all the pan books in total sold. Every single pan book that I had spare. So I brought down all of Bob's spares, of which there's some absolute crackers, including this one. And we're going to go in price order. So this is going to be the most expensive book that you're going to see today. And it's the first pan edition of Dr. No, G335. It's not perfection, but it's not bad. A little bit of page edge wearing, but it is the sought after first edition. That one's going to be £9. Then beautiful copy of Murder on the Links, Agatha Christie 323. Nice white pages on this one as well. First printing again. Very, very sought after. £8 for that one. So that's the two most expensive pan books we're going to see today. They go all the way down to £2, so in different stages. Lots and lots of high grade stuff. Now, just a few more hardbacks here as well. So Bob is a big fan, and as am I actually, of the series New Writings in SF. And these are the original hardback first editions from Sidgwick and Jackson. And this is volume 22, 25, and 29. These are all fresh printings. Okay, these are £7 each, by the way. So brand new hardbacks, mint on red in their wrappers, £7 each. And then we've got two specials, which is special number 2 and number 3. They're like omnibuses. These do have a little bit of wear on the jackets. They're still unread copies, but they do show a little bit of wear, but still big thick books for £7 each. So I think they're really, really nice. And then we've got this one, which is the ultimate guide to science fiction. It's a big, thick encyclopedic book. I'm not going to open it up. I did show it on my last pickups video, and really, really good book. I wouldn't say it's definitive, but for £7 it's fantastic, and little sections on authors and series, plus sort of recommended reading should you like that particular sort of genre or series. So yeah, £7 for that one. So that's all the £7 books. Okay, so the following books are £6 each, and there's some particularly desirable pans in particularly nice condition. Beautiful spines, better than average quality paper, as you can see, and generally speaking first printings as well. So that's £2.72. You Can't Hit a Woman, Peter Cheney. And just a little word, if you are ordering any of these, please, I'm going to absolutely, because some books are duplicated, I'm going to need you to put the price point, so £7, then pan 272, Peter Cheney, You Can't Hit a Woman. Please do it like that, literally line by line, else I'm going to have to just send the order back, because the books are sorted in such a way by the price point rather than anything else. As I said, as you'll see, some books we've got more than one copy of, so we do need a very detailed order if you do decide to buy anything. We got pan 315 here, Book of Strange Stories, Herbert Van Thal. This is the basically the original, the bookend to the pan book of horror stories. Highly sought after. I've seen this sell for £20, believe it or not. So this one with a couple of small like bit of wear for £6 is a bargain, really. We've got a beautiful copy of Flight into Space, nice pan science fiction. This is 358. Very, very nice. 359, more ghost stories of Antiquary, M.R. James. Once again, highly sought after, the pan horror and ghost books. These are all first printings. 415, Defender's Triumph. Just a particularly beautiful copy of this, beautiful white pages, first printing of course. Lovely. I mean, it just doesn't get any better than that. This is typical of Bob's fantastic stock. The Perfectionist, Lane Kaufman. This is 431. Nice white pages again. They will get progressively worse condition as we go along, but these at £6 each are very much above average. GP 86, the third ghost book. Cynthia Asquith, first printing. A little bit of foxing, but still highly desirable title. Pristine, Mazza de la Roche, White Oak Harvest. Gorgeous copy of that in first. Another little drink, G108, scarcer crime title. All the crime titles in Pan are highly sought after now. This is the first printing, not easy to find in first print, that one. Great PEF cover as well. That's Kitty on the front. That was his wife, who was also his model. 281, an Earl Stanley Gardner. The DA Breaks an Egg. Once again, sought after. PEF cover as well. Very nice copy. A little bit of foxing on the outside, but still a beauty, that one. Strike for Death, another John Creasy here. 332. Beautiful, bold cover there. Nice copy of that one. Sought after from John MacDonald, The Doomsters. This is G345. Sought after crime novelist, and this one in particular. First print 1960. Last Seen Wearing, lovely copy of this. Hilary War, G410. Let's see again. High quality paper on this. First printing. Colonel's Son, Robert Markham, Kingsley Amis. Another very much above average copy of a book that's tough to find in nice condition because of its black cover. This is the second Pan printing. Still well worth £6 for that one. A few non-Pans now. A Cherry Tree, a fantasy book. Don't often see these. I've got maybe one or two in my collection. Quite nice, that one. That's £6 for that. Nice copy of that. Cherry Tree 405. Then we've got some publisher file copies from the Badger Archives. These were straight from the publisher, believe it or not, and they're in perfect condition. They've never been through the bookshops. They've just been literally sat in the publisher's room, basically. So these are also £6 each. And this is SP5. These are the Spy series. So SP number 5. SP number 6. So these are tight unread copies. We've got some science fiction, SF. This is SF74, The X Machine. SF111, The Man from Beyond. Look at this, perfection. £6 for mint badgers. There's 2 copies of that one. So we've got 2 chances of that. And we've got Beyond the Void. This is SF112. Mint stock again. And SF114. This has got a sticker on, but still in really nice condition. That's SF114, Girl from Tomorrow. And the last one we've got is New Writings 30. So New Writings in FF30. This is the very final volume in the series. It's definitely scarcer than the other ones. It had a lower print run. And yeah, don't often see these for sale. This one also only ever had the one print, and this is a really nice tight one. A little bit of foxing on the outside, but £6 still. Good price for that. Okay, so the following books are £5 each. Once again, these are really nice copies, but perhaps they have a small fault, like this one here, which is a really sought-after crime novel. A little bit of wear on the spine there, very minor, but still a first printing of a scarce title. All the crime books, these early Pan crime books, are incredibly sought-after nowadays. So that is number 56, I Said the Fly, Elizabeth Ferrers. Then we got number 230, Portrait of Elmbury, John Moore. There's No Hope, 269, Alexander Barron. You can see on these, a lot of these got just outstanding page quality and spines on them. They're just really, really above the average. Dark Bahama, Peter Cheney, nice, once again, sought after crime title. So these are all £5. First print, a little bit of foxing on that one. Shrimp and the Anemone. And some of these perhaps aren't, the most sought after titles, but try finding them in nice nick, and they're just not out there. Once again, a really nice spine. First printing again. Another copy of this one, slightly less, just slightly less than the last one. That's why it's really important that we make sure that when you list what you'd like to buy, you do the full number, title, and breakdown by the price point, so we know the exact edition to pull out. But here's 358, another first printing, another beautiful copy, but this one's £5. Highly sought after Austin Freeman title here, the Darby Mystery, Dr. Thorndyke. Now this, it has got some spine wear, but as I said, it's really sought after. It's a first print, and some of these are very much borderline. They could have easily gone in the £6 mark. So that's you won't find that anywhere for less than about £8 online. Quiet Under the Sun, Kevin Fitzgerald. It's a thriller. This one, 387. Another nice copy. Bit of foxing, but still quite sought after. Don't see that very often. The Last Enemy, Richard Hillary, 397. Top Secret Mission, Madeleine Duke, 401. Nice white pages on that one. According to the Evidence, 402. Henry Cecil, another crime one. Great jacket on that. Nice copy of that. Fairly nice white pages. Easily worth a £5 today. Movie tie-in, Sea Wolf and a Biscuit, 404. Joan Collins film, early Joan Collins film. Nice copy of that one. Pef jacket. Very, very nice indeed. 415, Defender's Triumph. Another beautiful copy of that one. Just slightly less than the one we saw last time. But it might be okay for yourself. Make sure it's completely clean. These have been given the once over, I should say. Another really, really nice one here. The Perfectionist, Lane Kaufman, 431. Just outstanding. Beautiful condition book. A little bit of page edge browning, but still a beautiful first edition paperback. Now we're on to some giants. This is much better than average copy of Great Pan number 2. Big thick double volume. First printing of that. Don't see them in that state very often. Number 9 here, GP9, The Young Melbourne. Also very much above average condition for that one. Deep Blue Sea, GP34. These are really flat, like unread copies really. Children of the Jungle, GP41. Lovely copy of that one. Freedom and the Spur, GP42. A little bit of spine wear. A scarcer one to find that in nice condition. Beautiful copy of Cockleshell Heroes. This is GP59. My last sale, I could have sold this one over 6 times. I couldn't believe how many people wanted it. This is a really nice copy of the first printing. There is another one to come, but that's the best one I've got for sale today at a £5. Born for Sacrifice, Jean Overton Fuller, GP60. Once again, not perhaps the most in-demand title, but beautiful condition. absolutely outstanding, you know, for what you usually find. Same with this one, The Jury, Gerald Bullitt, GP 65. Very unusual to find this one in such nice condition. The Golden Horseshoe, this is GP 77. Very, very nice. Beautiful copy of that one. Always makes me laugh, The Last Cannibals, G131. In demand title, this one. Worth it just for the back cover. She's a charmer, but she's a cannibal. Erskine Caldwell, Tobacco Row, G158. Very, very nice copy of this one. First printing, that. Another Caldwell, Journeyman. This is G208. Another in-demand title, The High Girders, G213. John Preble, a lovely, lovely copy of that. Great jacket. Very nice indeed. This is the movie tie-in to the 39 Steps. This is G218. Now this is actually a reprint because it had already been published in Pan, but this is the correct edition, the new edition for 1959. That's the first to feature number 218. So if you're collecting by the numbers, this is the first printing of G218, which is the movie tie-in with Kenneth Moore there. Modern American Humour, G236. Nice copy of that one. The Barber's Coast, once again crime novelist John Ross MacDonald. A little bit of wear, which is why this is in the £5 pile at G260. Easily worth £5. These are quite sought after. Ross MacDonald. Pan Classic, Love Me Sailor. Look at that. G263. Robert S. Close. Lovely. When you think most of the books we're looking at today are 60 plus years old, it's quite something, the condition of some of these. Another one, look at this, that's beautiful. The Small Woman, Alan Burgess, look at that. G306, absolutely gorgeous. If only they could all be this nice, but for a £5, it's well worth it. Another classic, Tamiko, Ronald Kirkbride, beautiful cover by Oval. Absolutely gorgeous. An iconic Pan. Just the faintest hints of wear, G374. But that's a much above average copy of that one. End of Hate, another scarcer one, 383. Always find this one with a beaten up cover. It's very hard to find in perfect condition, but still worth £5. Another Caldwell, The Sure Hand of God. Great jackets on those Caldwells. Nice white pages. Beautiful. A Long, this is a crime one, A Long Hard Look, Malcolm Gare. This is G501. Tiny split at the bottom of the spine. Also, it's a really nice copy of that one. Another Caldwell, Certain Woman. This is G564. And we've got a G694, bit of a thinner one, a later Nicholas Montserrat. Very nice oval cover. Very nice condition indeed. First printing, of course. £5 for these, of course. Last little pile here. So we got a Mazza de la Roche, Centina Gianna X89. Very nice condition. First printing of that one. The Genial Stranger X324, Donald Mackenzie. Lovely. Now these are early, like 60 to 71, but these are not got, this is a C, so it's just it's a early ISBN, but they're all first printings unless mentioned otherwise. So The Fall of Japan, beautiful copy of this. The Korean War. So these are all early, like, you know, around 1970 mark, 1970 again. First pan. Bestsellers of Literature, Dr. Thorne. This is in E. Perfect copy of this one. 1968. Crime, Queer Kind of Death. This is an M. Perfect Spine. Crime title. Easily worth a fiver. 1969. Then we've got some new writings in SF. These are all mint unread copies. Of course, they only have the one printings in this format and this cover. So we've got SF22. SF23 is perfect. SF26. 2 copies of that one. And SF29. And then we've got a couple more badges, which are slightly lower grade than the ones we saw in the £6 one. So you've got Spy number 5 and Spy number 6, SP5 and 6, which are £5 each. So that's all the £5 books. Okay, so the following books then are all £4 each. So still really nice books, but they may have a fault or two, which is causing them to be a little bit less than what they would have been. So nice early one there, one of the early 3 paperbacks, Sentimental Journey. And so now this absolutely beautiful copy. There are copies around of this with a dust wrapper on, but £4, absolutely fine for that. Mr. Perrin and Mr. Trial. That was number 27, by the way, The Poor Man. Number 48, Mr. Perrin and Mr. Trial. Hugh Warble. And just a little reminder, if you do fancy some of these, I will need like line by line so that I know exactly where I'm pulling the books from. 65, Young René, Mazur de la Roche. First printing again, very, very nice. Bedala, 122, Vera Caspara. A little thriller, that one. Another sought after one, John Buckham. Prester John. This is number 130. And you see some of these have got, you know, slightly page edges are a bit tanned maybe, or a little bit of spine wear, and that's why they're in the £4 pile. Mine Own Executioner, Nigel Bolchin. This is 214. Nice white pages on that one. 2 copies of this. Peter Abelard, Helen Waddell. That one's got a little mark on the spine. And another copy of the same book, 225. A bit more page edge browning on this one. But it's got the initials inside, so let me know if you fancy that, which one you'd like. 2 copies of this, The Crock of Gold. James Stevenson's is 262. Got a bit of page edge browning. This one, little nick at the top, but the page quality is better, so you take your pick. There's No Home, Alexander Barron, 269. .304, The Shrimp and the Anemone, L.P. Hartley. Eric Ambler, Calls for Alarm, very nice jacket, that one. Number 305. The River Line, Charles Morgan, 324. The Console at Sunset, 3.30. Got 2 copies of this one as well. Be another one in the £3 bit, but these are all 4 still. Slide that over there. Who Goes Home, Morris Elderman, 336. Western, Knights of the Range, Zane Grey, nice one there, 351. A little bit of page edge browning, but easily worth £4. 2 copies of this, Surface by Alexander Fullerton. Now, one's got a really nice white spine, but a tiny little sticker removal mark on the top. This one, a slightly darkened spine, but it's got a perfect cover. So you take your pick, but both copies extremely nice. So good stuff. Big pickup. Elliston Trevor. This is $3.79. Really nice copy of that one. Peter Cheney, a little bit of wear, but a sought-after crime title. Dark Wanton, a little bit of a spine coming away at the bottom, but it's all there. Just needs regluing. I said, these aren't my stock, so I haven't done any sort of repair job. All I've actually done is take them out of the comic bags in a lot of cases. Sought after a movie tie, Sid James, Diana Dors. Kid for 2 farthings. Easily worth £4, that one. That lovely jacket again. Top Secret Mission, another copy of this one. This is 401. Madeleine Duke. I said this will be just a little bit lesser quality than the £5 one we saw earlier. And same story for this. Sir Wife and Biscuit. This is another copy of this one. Just slightly lower grade than the first one we saw. That's 404. So it's 401, 404. This is Great Pans now. So this is GP 32. The Set of the Sails. Alan Villiers. Nice copy of that one. Another one that's tough to find in Nice Nick. They're usually read to death. This one's obviously got some spine wear. The Latter Days at Coleridge. GP 37. Even better than the first one, if you ask me. But both brilliant reads. Another copy of this one, Children of the Jungle. Bit of foxing, but apart from that, perfect spine. That's GP 41. Freedom the Spur, this is GP 42. Gordon Instone. Nice tight copy of this war memoir. Very nice indeed, that. Very nice. The Privileged Nightmare, another great one. This is about the special prisoners in Colditch, GP 46. Another absolutely great book, great read, nice copy of it. Good price, £4. Another copy of Cockleshell Heroes. You see this has got a tiny nick at the top there. It's all there on the cover, but it's just come away. But apart from that, it's perfect. Alright, so just bear that in mind. GP 59, Cockleshell Heroes. That's it. Great read, that one. Slide that pile over there. Born for Sacrifice, Jean Overton Fuller. This is GP 60. Nice spine again. Bit of page edge browning. Boxing inside, but overall nice. Scarce in high grade, this because of its thick size. GP 70. A Cure for Serpents. Nice page quality. A bit of foxing, but even so much better than average, and a really nice spine on that one. So it's GP 70. Great book, one of my favourites, GP 72. Lieutenant Hornblower, C.S. Forrester. Oh, just great. Great cover by Taylor. Brilliant book. In the first it's scarce because it was reprinted quite a few times. GP 78, Jump for It. Gerald Bowman. War Memoir again. Boy and a Dolphin. David Devine. GP84, slightly lesser grade copy, £4. John Steinbeck, Sweet Thursday, just beautiful copy of this. Tiniest signs of wear, but £4 for that. I mean, just to buy the book brand new in Penguin is like $8.99 nowadays, so £4 for a classic like that is a steal. A Flag in the City, Christopher Landon, GP 100. Jumbo, Ollie Strandberg, this is G140. Little sticker removal mark, but apart from that, he's alright. The Blunderer, this is a sought after one from Patricia Highsmith. This would have been a lot more, but has got that damage at the bottom of the spine there. But this is a very sought after book indeed, by the author of The Talented Mr. Ripley. The 4 or 5 books she did in Pan are all sought after, so well worth £4, that one. Jalna, Variable Windsat, Mazza de la Roche, really bold and distinctive Pef jacket, G154. Not too bad a copy of that for £4. The Enormous Shadow, Robert Harling, G175. Nice thriller. Another copy of Modern American Humour. It's got the 1 and 6 on the front. Spine's alright, 236, G236. So not too bad. It's got a stamp inside. Love Me Sailor, another copy of that one, G263. Not too bad. On the next stack, we got The Small Woman, another copy of this. This is 306, G306, The Small Woman. Bit of page edge browning, but still a remarkably nice copy of that with a Pef jacket. The Flower Drum Song, C.Y. Lee, 334, based on the musical. Let's move that pile out. There we go. And Edgar Wallace. Now this one is in tip-top shape, but it's actually a reprint. So G353. It's the 3rd printing from 1962, but it is, as far as I can see, unread. Absolutely perfection, that one, hence it being in the £4 lot. Crime of Passion, Derek Goodman, G369. A little bit of wear, but still sought after one. J.J. Marek, Gideon's Month, another one with a great Pef jacket on, G384. A couple of trims there. Even so, sought after title, that one. G392, Shorthand of God, Erskine Caldwell. Got a little water ripple running through it. Last Seen Wearing, Hilary Waugh, another copy of this. It's got the price inked out, G410. So not as nice as the other one we saw, but still nice. Passage of Arms, Eric Ambler. This is G496. Still a first print, lovely. Sequel to Boldness, Richard Pape, G502. Lovely stuff. The Offenders, beautiful cover by Oval, RH4. This is G584. Absolutely tip-top shape, that one, virtually mint, but it's a 3rd print, look. Just not a first print, but it is still beautiful. So there you go. Passion Flower Hotel, another one, G678. Really nice top quality copy of a sought after book, but this is also a reprint. This is the 3rd printing from 1965. Onto the X's, the Pan Giants with a history of courting. X22. Very nice copy of that one. Home from the Hill. William Humphrey. This is X49. It's a movie tie-in. One that you don't often see that often. So it's got a little bit of aging on it, but still quite scarce. X594, the Steel Balloon. Hugh McLeave, that's a slightly later X series here, still a first printing. A W number 1, the first one in the Bestsellers of Literature series. Anthony Trollope, the first printing of that. And then we got a few ISBNs, so all first printings, unless otherwise mentioned. In fact, these are all first, so Passport for a Pilgrim, James Lesser. These are all from the late 60s, early 70s. Monica Dickens, The Room Upstairs. That's 68. Frederick Mackay, The Munich Involvement. It's a T. Aristos, John Fowles, T. Nigel Bolton, Darkness Falls from the Air, it's an M. Heat of the Sun, M. Got a nice copy of this one. Gavin Maxwell, Lords of the Atlas. Perfect copy of that one. It's a C. First print, 1970. And the last one in the £4 lot is Mayerling, Claude Annette. Movie tie-in again. There we are, 1968. So all those books then at £4 each. Okay, so this next lot are all £3 per book, so getting in the realms of a few bargains here, I would say. And we do have some £2 books as well to look at, but this is the next to last little lot of books. So we got Pan number 16, which is the 4 Million by O. Henry. Nice first printing of that. Short stories, of course. Hot Countries, travel book here. This is number 32. Alec Wall. So 16, this is 32. 83, The Backseat, G.B. Stern. These are all 1940s. Number 89, The Middle Watch, Ian Hay and Stephen King Hall. The Corn is Green, this is number 132. Got a sticker on, a little bit of spine wear, but still a first printing of that one. Now we've got 2 copies of The Judge's Story. This, I believe, is the first printing. Yes, this is the first printing of number 159, The Judge's Story. And this is a copy of the reprint with a different jacket. Same book. Alright, so they changed the jacket on that one. 163, King Solomon's Mines. H. Rider Haggard. That's number 163. 169, Under the Red Robe, Stanley Weyman. 169. 273, The Colditz Story. It's a 4th printing from 1954, but with the original jacket. Hammond Innes, The Angry Mountain, 274. Still a first print, nice copy of that one. This is Josephine Tay, Brat Farrer. Now this one is number 280, and it is also a reprint. Very difficult to find this in first printing. I do have one, but it's beaten up. This is the 2nd from 1957. It does retain the original jacket though. Mountains Have a Secret, Arthur Upfield. This is £2.91. It's a Napoleon Bonaparte thriller, a little bit missing from the bottom of the spine, which is why it's in the £3 section. Another copy of The Console at Sunset, Gerald Hanley. This is number 330, but in the £3 section. This is why it's so important that you just take the time to list the different price points and that, so we get the right edition. I Spied for Stalin, Nora Murray. This is number 374. Small name inside. Good Handwriting, £3.98. The Humankind, Alexander Barron. Bit of a spine roll on this one, but number 413. Bit of page edge spotting, but apart from that, he's all right. Defender's Triumph, another copy of that, 415. Edgar Lustgarten. Still a pretty nice copy, but just not quite as nice as the other ones we've seen. Inspector West, Makes Haste, John Creasy. Great jacket. Bit of wear on the spine there, which is why it's £3. Easily worth £3, probably more, to be honest. The Undersea Adventure, Philip Diol, GP 29. Golden Horseshoe, Terence Robinson, GP 77. Buena Dolphins, we've seen this before, but this is a slightly lower grade copy of GP 84. Buena Dolphin. Still the first printing. Get the next pile over here. So we got I Burned My Fingers, William Simpson. This is GP 97. Surgeon. Probably unread, that one. An Episode of Sparrows, Rumour God. Great jacket on that. Superb. Pef as well. Let's see. He was the master, wasn't he? That's G111. Episode of Sparrows. Man in the Grey Flannel Suit, Sloan Wilson. G145. G158, Tobacco Road. And this one is a reprint, 1958. So bear that in mind. Still a nice copy and worth £3, I believe. Good English, G165. Also a reprint, 11th reprinting of that one. The Stone Cold Dead in the Market, G182. Very sought after one, that. But a lower grade copy, so hence why it's just £3. The Pound Book of Party Games, G195. Also a reprint. Journeyman, Erskine Caldwell, G208, I believe. This is the film edition of 39 Steps, G218. I said first in that, it's a reprint, but it's the first with that jacket. Small Woman, Burgess again, G306. Slightly lesser grade copy than what we saw before. Letter Writing, G349. History of Courting, X22. Man with the Tin Trumpet, Frederick Mullally, Scarce, X214. 1963, Scarce book that. And Spy Came In With the Cold, in front of the cold, M 107, John le Carre. It's the movie tie-in. Richard Burton. This is the 4th printing, 1965. These are all still £3 a pop. And these are some numbered ones. So M, the Iron King, 1968. And Neville Shute, Ruined City. That's a reprint from 1968. Another Neville Shute, So Disdained. Another M. Reprint from 69. These have all got different jackets on. The Best Party Games. This is an M. 3rd print in 1970. Golden Horseshoe. An M again. 3rd print in 1970. And finally, Pan SF, Window of the Future. Douglas Hill, an M series. Bit of science fiction. First from 1970 again. So that's all the £3 books. Okay, the final little run of books, and we've got some magazines to do then. But these are the last of the books. These are all £2 each. These are lower grade copies. In most cases they are fresh printings like this one, but they're copies which have got faults on. They may not have the best looking spines. So £2 each. They're not all turkeys. There's some scarce ones. Like this is a scarce book, but you just don't seem to be able to find it in nice condition. I think it's because it's early and where it was printed. I think it's one of those ones which was possibly printed on slightly different paper. You know how it is. That was number 229. That was number 320. Another copy of this one, 330. The Console at Sunset. And they're still all first printings unless otherwise stated. A Surgeon's Heritage, 378. So these all just £2 each. Arthur C. Clarke, scarce one but low grade. A couple of pounds, easily worth that. Fantastic perspective cover. Voyage of the Caterpillar, GP 24. Cloak Without Dagger, GP 55. Trial, Don Makowitz, GP 58. Got a water ripple running through it. Elsie's alright. Bookshop stamp, but still a first printing. Shoot First, GP 84, I believe, Ronnie Noble. Man with Three Faces, obviously it's got some pens on the front, sadly, GP 88. Still a first, but low grade. G108, that's Scarce Peter Cheney. Another little drink, but this is actually the reprint from 1960. But absolutely fine for a bit of classic crime if you want to have a read. Kings Go Forth, Joe David Brown. G120, Pat Owen cover. Very nice, just a little bit worn. The Oracle, a little bit out the bottom of the cover, so not in the greatest of shape, I'm afraid. G167. So, I said just a filler. Killing Ground, Elliston Trevor, G184. Pretty low grade. Let No Man Write My Epitaph, X65. Willard Motley. And another copy of The Spy Came In From the Cold, the movie tie-in. It's an M. Once again, it's that 4th printing, but just like a reading copy. So that's them, and now we've got a few magazines now. Okay, so just some magazines now to finish off, and all the magazines that we're about to see, which is copies of Interzone and the general fiction magazine Millennium, all from the sort of 80s, 90s and beyond. These are 3 magazines for £5. So 3 for £5, and any 3 that you want, you can have the duplicates. You can see that I have some of these in duplicates. This is Interzone number 40. Apparently this is quite sought after because it's got that first appearance of the Gibson Sterling story. So it's number 40, there's number 42. 49, 52, 57, 68, 78, 82, 103, 3 copies of that one, 121, 161, and 190. So that's all the issues of Interzone. So quite a nice pile there. That's it. Any 3 for £5. Then we got this, which is actually, I've got a full run of these, and they're actually a really good magazine. It's called Million. And that's number 1. Number 3. Number 9. Oh, slightly out of position there. So we got number 4 there. And number 6. 7. 8. And there's 2 copies of number 9. Number 10. 11. 12. 14. I think that must have been the final issue, number 14. And once again, you can mix and match these magazines with Interzone, £3, £4, £5. So there you go. I hope you found something there that might tease you from Dorset Bob's excellent condition general stock of paperbacks and magazines. As usual, first come, first serve on these, and as the books are sold and paid for, I shall put that they're sold in the description down below. I shall list each book. Cannot stress enough, if you could just do it by price point, the series number, pan 23, and the series title, or the book's title, it's going to make it so much easier with all the orders as they come in. And they'll be dealt with in order in the usual way. Payment will be by PayPal, which is the most common form. Friends and family, please, to avoid the extra fees. Thank you very much for watching today. Hope you find something that you like, and I shall look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye.